Hey there and welcome to the Clickfunnels review. Just thought I'd congratulate you on coming through to this page. I'm Robert Murray and I'm one of the co-founders of the CRS Sales Academy, and in this video we want to give you an in-depth review of Clickfunnels. And what we're going to do is we're going to jump on the computer and we're going to go behind the scenes and give you the good, the bad and the ugly. So let's jump on right now.
Okay, so now we're on the computer. Let's get started with this review. I think what we're going to do first is we're going to just click on a new funnel. Again, you can see here you can collect emails, sell your product, host a webinar. I think for this test we're just going to call this test and click build funnel. So you can straight away see that it's going to give you lots of different templates. And again, you can preview these. So if I click on that, it'll give me a quick preview. Okay, don't want that. I just want a straightforward, simple opt-in box. But let's go for this one. Let's So once you're into your first part of the funnel, the step here, you've got different settings here. You've got an overview, you've got automation, where you can go in and set up downloads, emails, different actions, different triggers. Publishing is how it's going to look. You can add custom domains in here. You can obviously name it whatever you want. And there's lots of other settings you can add in here. You can add to Facebook, embed code. You can download HTML, WordPress. You know, there's so many things you can do in here. You can have text set up through Clickfunnels. For now, what we're going to do is we're just going to go in and edit this page. So first things first, you're going to see here, this is our template that we're just downloading. You see it every time I move my mouse over something, it changes color or it highlights, which we'll come back to in a moment. On the right here, you can see we've got different settings. We've got email section, sections, rows, columns, elements. You've got your save button, your preview button, and exit out. So let's start off with your settings. In here, you can change all your meta tags, your page title, description. You can even add a social image picture. And you can go into all of these different sections, as we talked about this a minute ago, the custom domain, so you can sit these pages on your domain if you want to. You can have an affiliate badge popping up at the bottom. Digital download, so people can click on a pop-up and it can download something. I mean, there's so much you can do in here. You can save this page as a template once you've edited it. You might want to use it in a different funnel, so you can then click save, add a name, and then you can use it in a different funnel, so you don't have to start from scratch, which is such a lifesaver. In here you can integrate your email software, your autoresponder. So for myself, we use GetResponse. So all I do is click on GetResponse, add to a certain campaign, and then I'll just scroll through and find the representative campaign that I wanted to, and bang, that's automatically linked this up with my GetResponse campaign. Now again, without going into a GetResponse, you'd have to have created a form with a name and an email. As soon as someone clicks on that, then it's going to link to my GetResponse then, which is it's just so cool. So moving on to these sections here. So if I hover over this, you'll see it will go orange. Now there's a few different things you can do here. You can click on it once, and then you can edit, change, type in here anything you want. You can bold everything, you can italic it, you can underline it, you can have it left, you can have it center, you can add a link. But if you want to go into your settings, and this is really where you want to change all your text colors, etc. You can change whatever you want. You can have it red, you can have it whatever color. You can have the background a specific color. So if I wanted, now again, you can have the transparency, so you can show how much you want. So let's just go for a little, it's horrible grey. And let's go for that as white. So my background's there. So I can have it fully, no, I'm going to think I'll have it a little bit lighter. About there. And again, I'm completely toying with all this. I can make the text bigger. Again, I can use some padding on the side so I can bring that colour in. Oops, too much. There you go. You can change the font. Oregano. Line height you can change. Text, you can have it all uppercase, lowercase, capitalized. Letter spacing you can change. You can pretty much change nearly everything on this page. So I'll give my text a shadow. I can add an icon next to it. And you can see here that there's so many things you can do. And you know, you don't have to be an expert at this. You're literally going to click on something, keep your eye on the left, and you'll see what will happen. Now that's just curved the edges in. Do you see that? So I don't want any curved edges. Now also you can have this so that it fades in, or it fades in with scale, and you can set an amount of time. So you can have it so that it fades in after a set amount of time if it was a button, for instance. Or you can have it where it's triggered by a set amount of time. So after 1,000 milliseconds, this will now fade in from the top. So if I save that, I'll just give you a quick example there of that fading in. And then if we click on preview, did you see how that faded in from the top? I'll show you again. So when you want to come out of that, come out of it, you can click on here, you can change that. What's really cool about this though, what I love about it is if I decide that actually I don't like that headline there, I want to move it. If I hold my left click and then just drag it, you'll see the little blue line pops up, and that's telling me I can drop it here, I can drop it down here. I can pretty much move anything I want, anywhere I want, which is very, very cool. If I suddenly decide I want something below this, I can click on the little orange plus button. Now that's going to give me options to add single images, buttons, drop down menu, billing address. You can type in here different things and it will pop up other things, price table, progress bar, and then click add to page, and then bang, you've got your progress bar. Click on it, it brings up all the settings. So I can now change all the settings on it. And again, you get very, very, very good. I can have that at 65, 75 as to what point they're at. I can have flat color, I can have animated stripes. You can change pretty much all the settings on every single part of this whole page. I decide I want that up there. No, actually I want it higher. So anywhere you see the orange box, you can click on the orange plus and you can add anything you want. You'll see also that when I hover, that brings up blue boxes, and this is a column row. So I can click on the settings for this whole column row, and I can change the background color, for instance. Again, the transparency. So this whole column row then changes color. I can change how high I want the top to be. Do I want a bigger top margin? Do I want a bottom margin? Do I want a border on it, top and bottom? Do I want a full border around the outside with a dashed? Do I want it smaller? Do I want it larger? Let's give it a drop shadow as well. So suddenly I've created a nice box there if I wanted to put a bullet point in or a guarantee. Again, you've got the same timed options down here and trigger options, and also floating and position options. And the same thing, if you want to add a column row, you click on that, you decide how many columns you want in that section. So for instance, let's add a 3-column block. And now when I click on this, I can add whatever I want here. So I could add a single image, could add a video, I could add a form text area. And if I decide, well, actually I don't want that there, I'm going to move it. I'll move them around. And you can just keep adding. You can add right side columns. You can add as much as you want. You can go down as far as you want. Now you probably see there, suddenly it's hovering green. And the green, as you can see up here, when you get the green section, this is your, so when you click on the green, these are your sections. So you can see the section name. Again, you can choose to have it full page, wide. You can bring it in a little bit. You can do whatever you want here. Change the background color again. Oh God. You can have a background image. And again, when you go into images, you'll see down here you have stock images. So we've got lots of different buttons, badges, arrows, boxes. So yeah, it's not necessary to go searching on Google for a tick, for instance. You've also got background images. So let's say, for instance, I wanted someone on a computer in that background. But straight away you can see that I want it full center fit. So as you can see, that's not working, but clearly if I had a white background on here, suddenly I can still see through that. So it's starting to get a bit of feel to it. You can change all the headlines, the text, your bullet points for your product that you're selling. As you can see, when you click on the green, it'll add again. And you can add as many columns. And you can also enlarge this so it's full page. If you want to move that upper section, just click on the arrows. No, it doesn't fit there. I don't like that. No, I'm going to move it higher. So now it's right at the top. This could be my headline area. So you can slowly see how this page just starts to come to life. If you want to get rid of things, you don't like that there, click the little bin button. Now I leave this so that it always pops up because I continually press the delete button. So I leave that so it's active. So I have to click OK. And if I want to get rid of this section here, just click on the blue bin. It clears out those 3 elements, cleans that up a little bit. So you can see now suddenly if we had our product, our freebie giveaway, we had an engaging headline, then we could get very close to creating a very cool little squeeze page which is going to just grab someone's information. Now the cool thing here is exactly the same in these elements sections. So once I've clicked on elements, you can see it's going blue over here. So this is the headline. So if I want to change any of the elements in that headline, I've only got to come into here and I can start toying with all of this. I don't want that text color like that. I want it to be a darker. That must be bold. There you go. I've changed that. You can change any section and any element in any of these columns. You can do the same thing. You see what it's highlighting, and the same with rows. So I can click on this entire row. Sorry, I'll go back and show you this row here. If I want to change anything on there, I don't want it to be full center. I want it to be full width, or I want it to be. And again, you can see in all of the rows, you can do the same thing. You can change everything. You can hide sections. If you click on this, you can hide it. You can duplicate the section or the row or the column. And sections are the same. You can duplicate it. You can bin it. You can hide it. or we can move it. So if we just preview that for a few moments, obviously it's going to be pretty ugly, it's going to be pretty ghastly, but you can start to get a feel of a very simple opt-in page, squeeze page, lead magnet, however you want to call it. And within 15 minutes, you could probably have finished that if you had a better idea of what you're giving away, because then you'd know what the headline, etc. would be. It needs to be an engaging headline to get people's name and email address nowadays. But you can see very, very quickly how this can transform. So let's move very quickly onto the thank you page. So same thing here. We'll probably just click opt for a simple thank you page. So as you see, you can preview these again. So this is quite a nice one. So logo goes in here. It's sort of a little bit of an upsell. You've got a webinar replay, register account. So you can add in here whatever you want them to do on that next stage. You can have a very basic thank you page. Again, nice little download where people can share on Facebook, etc. I think we're just going to go for a very simple. Now, one of the negatives with Clickfunnels is that because it is an internet-based software, obviously I'm shooting this video and working on my computer, and when my internet's slow, unfortunately, so is Clickfunnels. But it's still a million times quicker than having to contact your web designer and try and communicate with him what you want and tell him what you want, and then he comes back to you with something that's not quite right, the colour isn't right, instead of that headline just not quite being right and that colour's not right. You know, you can do it, bang, there you go. You want to change it a bit darker blue, no, that's wrong, different blue, done. You know, there's no going back and forth with a designer or an IT person or someone that's just doesn't understand exactly what you want, and it could be 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning and you can fix the problem yourself. You know, you get a client who contacts you, says they can't download something. Okay, let me log into my Clickfunnels account and quickly fix it. It could be a simple download problem. Okay, yeah, I can see that URL isn't linked up. Bang, done. So, you know, the one very small negative that I've got of once in a while when my internet's slow, it slows me down a little bit. It's only because I've got very, very quick at using all of this stuff and moving things around, and you know, whenever it does slow down slightly, I get frustrated. But that's me being impatient. So you can see here very quickly you could throw together a very quick download. So as soon as they finish entering their details on the previous page, they get forwarded to this page. They can click their download, get their free PDF, free video, whatever it is, and they're into your funnel, and away you go. So once you're in here, you can obviously see all of your different funnels, different sections. You can see how many parts, how many steps they've got. As you can see, this is actually our website we've built through Clickfunnels. So I'll give you a quick look just to show you that you can build an entire website in Clickfunnels. And again, this here, we've got our domain linked up. So remember we showed you earlier, you can have a custom domain. So that's our domain sitting here. So just to give you an idea. So this is our home page. And I'll pause that video. You won't hear the music, so I've got my speakers turned off. So you can see here all these pages link to other pages in our funnel. We've got some great pop-ups. So, you know, people want to get our free CRS Sales Academy 3-part video series, then instantly they add their name and email, away they go. There's other things they can look at whilst they're reading through the website. And guess what? Each one links to another page. There's a different one for the mystery shopper. This is our one-to-one clients. You want to meet us? This is me. This is Rob. So you want to meet me? So you can come into our Meet the Team page. And again, on every single page, we've got opt-in boxes, we've got lead magnets, we've got different things to capture people's information, so that it's not just a static brochure website. And this has all been built in Clickfunnels. You can see here we've got testimonials with some of the businesses that we work with. These are probably, if I remember rightly, all linked up. Yeah. So you can see this is one of the companies we work with. I think this is a special offer we got some of our clients. That's right. We've got all our social media down here as well, so people can link to our social media. And this is all powered through our Clickfunnels accounts. There's the Meet the Team page, the packages. There's one of our lead magnets, another one, contact us page. There's a special offer, one-time offer page. There's a free training course. We've got our CRS cookbook, all our trusted suppliers. And there's a thank you page when someone signs up for that. We've got a new homepage we're creating. And then we've got our inner circle that we work one-to-one with our clients with in our mini mastermind. So you can see here that it's very, very complex. It's probably a 20-page website we've got set up in here. But you can do whatever you want with Clickfunnels. What I really love as well about this is, for instance, we've created that entire funnel or website in Clickfunnels. I can now, if I wanted to work with another client in Clickfunnels, which we do, 90% of our clients are in Clickfunnels, so we can then log into their accounts and work in their account. But I can also share my entire funnel. So if I've created a really cool funnel, which I love, some of the squeeze pages, the lead pages, the one-time offers, I don't need to start from scratch in another client's account. I can share this code with that user, and then they can drag all of that information back in to their account. So it saves you a stack of time. And I think the most exciting thing about all of it is that it means that you can then go and find your competitors in your marketplace, and you can funnel hack them. Again, as a member, you can see that you get access to the weekly webinar where they teach you all the tricks of the trade, and how to go and hack funnels. In fact, what I'll do is I'll put a link below this this review. Go and click on the button, and I'll get you access to the funnel hack webinar. I'll get you into that. It's normally once a week, and I'll get you exclusive access to go and watch Russell Brunson funnel hacking live. He hacks a funnel within about 10 minutes, and he shows you how you can grab your competitor's funnel, and just by buying maybe a product, you can see what they're doing and how they're making their money. It's phenomenal. So click below here. There should be a button by the time I've put this page together to go and watch the webinar. So listen, that's all from me for now. My recommendation, Clickfunnels is absolutely fabulous. It's changed our business. We work with all of our clients in Clickfunnels and GetResponse. I might even put a link below for Clickfunnels and GetResponse, so you can have a look at GetResponse. I'll see if I can get you a 30-day trial. But my advice, jump on board, get Clickfunnels. It's a phenomenal software. It's probably the best software I've ever dealt with, and I'm, by far and away not that technically minded. But I've learned how to use this software very, very, very quickly. And the worst you can do is delete something and then have to add it back. So listen, thanks for your time on this review. We'll send you some more information about Clickfunnels, any updates that come out. So keep an eye on your emails. And what I will do is I'll send you out some information tomorrow, just in case you didn't get on the webinar. All right, bye for now.